Officials are reporting 3 heat-related deaths at the inner rim of the Grand Canyon, and they all happened last week. Emergency crews responded to the South Kaibab Trail last Friday. That's where they found a 72-year-old man dead. In a separate case on Tuesday, along the North Kaibab Trail, first responders found a 67-year-old man and 68-year-old woman who also appeared to have died from heat-related illness. Officials say temperatures at the inner rim can exceed 109 degrees even in the shade.
Wow, and we're bringing in Holly back for more on this. Holly, how hot does it get there at the Grand Canyon?
I mean, you could go 100 to 110. They put out extreme heat warnings for the lower elevations of the Grand Canyon, even some this week, right? So definitely not something to ignore. We tell you about those on air and online as well, and those go into an effect when the National Weather Service is really just saying, hey, at that point, you shouldn't go down to the bottom portion of the Grand Canyons. This is the Bright Angel Trail, a live look there right now. The issue with the Grand Canyon is that there are so many different elevations, right? Here's the canyon itself, but when you really dive into it, you could see that elevation change. You can start at the top of the canyon and hike down to the river, and just within those elevations, those temperatures change significantly. So south rim, north rim, that's anywhere from about 7,000 to 8,000 feet in elevation. There we could have temperatures in the 80s, but you go down to the canyon floor, areas like Phantom Ranch, that's around 2,400 feet of elevation, and temperatures there can be anywhere from about 100 to 110. So that's why those extreme heat warnings go into effect. We'll of course keep you posted when those do.